Welcome to the cockpit. My name's Ryan, and I'll be your pilot tonight. We are just days away from week one of the NFL season. It kicks off Thursday with the Texans and the Chiefs, and then we go to Sunday for Jets Bills. Jets are heading up to Orchard Park to take on the division rival Bills, and I am so ready for it. I never realized how much I missed or how much I liked preseason until we didn't have it. So, going to be a very different one. Bills fan. First guy in here. Trash. Liam, Jets mess. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. Today's question of the day. If you would like to get entered to win a hat, shirt, or mug from the Jets Talk store, all you have to do is answer this question in the Jets Discord down in the poll section. Who are the Jets playing week one? Very easy question. Who are the Jets playing week one? Answer that in the Jets Discord and get your shot to win a hat, shirt, or mug from the Jets Talk store. It has been some time. Man, we had 2 weeks off. 2 weeks. I don't think I've done this show since like 3 weeks ago now. So I apologize. It's been a little bit of time. I spent 2 Mondays down the shore. So just kind of kicking back, relaxing, waiting for the season to start. And now you've got me. Week in and week out. I will be here. We will be talking recaps of the games. We'll be talking, lead ups to the games, which is what today's going to be. Today's going to be a lead up to Jets Bills. And there are going to be a lot of things that the Jets are going to have to do right to make this work because the Bills have a very good roster. A lot of people are picking them to win the AFC East. So what do the Jets have to do if they want to walk away with a win week one? First and foremost, I think a lot of this is going to depend on the offensive line. How is this offensive line going to gel? We heard Joe Douglas talk about how good this offensive line is playing. Now, we haven't seen them in a preseason game. They've only been going up against, scout team defense or backup defenses. And it's not, I guess they're going against the first string defense. But when you're going against your own guy, it's not always, the same as a week one thing. Guys, thank you so much. We got 12 likes. Make sure you hit like, drop subscribe if you like the content. Always good to have you guys. So yeah, how does this offensive line gel? This Bills defensive front, very strong. Going to give the Jets issues up the middle. Hopefully McGovern, top 10 center last year, can anchor down the middle. Becton, from everything I've heard coming out of Jets camp, is Jet fans are going to be ecstatic with this guy. And I cannot wait to watch him just road grade people. Based on how our receivers are doing, I mean, we're in a total crapshoot right now. The Bills' defense and secondary are very, very good. The Jets' offense, bottom of the pack last year. They're missing Mims. They're missing Perriman from practice. So we don't know how they're going to come out. Apparently, they are playing week one, so we should expect them to be there. But I just don't know what kind of chemistry they're going to have. Apparently, Perriman and Sam had good chemistry before Perriman got knocked out. Mims, we really haven't seen anything at all. So this is going to be a guessing game for all of us. Now, what do we do? What happens? How do the Jets combat this offense and the woes that we could potentially have? Well, I would say run a lot of 2 tight end sets. Try to win with Crowder across the middle, Herndon across the middle, Bell in the flat. You can even throw it to Gore if you want. I mean, I think this game is going to be won close to the line of scrimmage if you're the Jets. Now, on the Bills' offensive side of things, Josh Allen, while I don't trust his decision-making a lot of times, he's still a very threatening quarterback and a quarterback that could cause headaches for our defense. I expect Greg Williams to come out and stop the run. That's going to be his first and foremost thing. It's usually what he tries to do right off the bat anyway. If you can prevent a 4-yard carry on first down or a 5-yard carry on first down, and now you're getting them into 2nd and 8, or maybe stop them for no gain, that's where what the next play is going to be. Next play is going to be a pass. It's going to be some type of play that's going to get you a third and manageable. Now, the worst thing that the Jets can do, is give up a 3rd and 7, a 3rd and 8 to Josh Allen just running around back there. He's going to cause headaches. I would have a spotter or a spy on him the entire game. I would have I would do Marcus May, Ashton Davis, whoever it is, whatever player you need to put on, is it Brian Poole? Is it a linebacker like Avery Williamson or Cashman or someone like that needs to just watch where Allen is the entire time? You want to keep him in the pocket. If you can force Josh Allen to throw the ball and make sure he wins with his arms, the Jets have a fighting chance because he's not that accurate. You can't get beat over the top. Diggs is real fast. They got some speedy wide receivers over there. And the Jets secondary leaves a lot to be desired. Now, maybe this secondary plays a little bit better. Maybe there's a little more cohesion. Bless Austin has a second year in the system. Desir should be an upgrade over Tremaine Johnson and Darrell Roberts. Brian Poole obviously did a great job for us last year. Secondary-wise, I've heard May's playing well. I've heard Davis is playing well. I've heard McDougal's playing well. So who knows? Maybe there is a shot. That is going to be the main questions that the Jets have. And then we go to play calling. Because if I'm looking at it from an organizational standpoint, I think the Bills are very well put together. GM, head coach, straight on down the roster. And the Jets, there's a lot of fans that don't like Adam Gase. There's a lot of whispers, a lot of, hey, this guy can't lead us there. What's his play calling going to be like? Is he going to be able to adapt? Not having Mims, not having Perriman. Is he going to actually use Bell the correct way this year now that he has an offensive line? How is Sam going to look this year compared to last year? Did the mono really, really affect him as much as I believe it did? And that offensive line. If that offensive line was as bad as it was last year, this should mean a huge step forward for Sam Darnold. And I want to see him come out. If he can have like a 300-yard day or a 250-yard day, if he could somehow get to 3 touchdowns, that would make me feel real comfortable going into the season. Now, prediction-wise, I think it's going to be really hard for the Jets to gel on the offensive line right off the bat. I think there's just a lot of new faces across the line, and I think Buffalo is a really good team. So I think this week we're probably looking at a loss. We're 6.5-point underdogs at Buffalo. I think the Jets will cover the spread. I think it's going to wind up being like a 24-21 game. It's going to only be like a field goal, 3-4 points, somewhere in there. I don't think the Jets will lose by a touchdown. I think Greg Williams' defense is going to be good enough to at least keep it close. It's all going to be about turnovers. If you can intercept Josh Allen, if you can knock the ball away, you got a shot. You got a shot. If you're Sam, you cannot be giving the ball up. The team that has the least amount of turnovers is absolutely going to be the team that wins this week. And you can pretty much say that every week. Whatever team doesn't give the ball away to the other team generally wins. It's the biggest predictor of wins and losses in the NFL and in, basically sports in general. So yeah, there's some interesting training camp news. We have the 53-man rosters out. Our practice squad is out. And I just saw a thing pop across my feed that the Jets are bringing in Hakeem Butler for a workout, who is someone I love. I absolutely loved Butler going into last year's draft, and I wanted the Jets to sign him. I believe he was taken 4th round by the Cardinals, and he was cut. The Cardinals have a lot of receivers in that wide receiver room. Now, it is concerning. You just drafted this guy last year, and they're talking, hey, sometimes the fit isn't good. It's best for both sides to move on. That's a little more concerning for me. Is this guy having a hard time grasping the playbook? Is he saying, the wrong things to coaches and teammates? Like maybe is he a locker room headache? Is he banged up a little bit? Is he not practicing? Why did they feel like he did not have enough upside to at least sign for the practice squad? That's my whole thing. Like I see what I saw on tape, and I really liked him. He was one of my favorite receivers out last year. Didn't get to play. He got injured early on, and I hope he signs with the Jets. I hope we can get him. I don't know if we'll be able to get him in week 1, but Sam needs some receiving options, and I feel like Butler probably is a better option than Cager at this point. Cager did make the practice squad. One thing I didn't like at all, we have, I think it's 2 quarterbacks on the practice squad right now, and that doesn't make sense to me. I would not, and not to mention we have 3 on the roster. So you got Flacco, and you got Morgan on the roster along with Sam Darnold. And then you got, Fales and whoever the other guy is. We got 5 quarterbacks. What? I know it's not great because Flacco's not starting. He's probably going to be out 2-3 weeks, I think, is what they were sort of projecting. I don't know. Using 2 practice squad slots on quarterbacks really just kind of grinds my gears, and I don't particularly like it. Liam says we need a backup center. I agree. I think losing Jonathan Harrison, that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I thought Harrison was someone that could be versatile across the offensive line, gives you that backup center. It's someone that Sam's comfortable with. He's played with him for 2 years as a center, filling in here and there, I guess. But I did not like that move. I know, is it Andrews? Who was the lineman that Douglas brought in? Anyway, we retained him. I'm looking at our current depth chart. So our current depth chart, from what I'm looking at, Ficken winds up winning the kicking spot. That does not give me the warm and fuzzies inside. I was hoping someone could overtake that. I did not like what I saw out of Ficken last year, but who knows? Maybe he steps it up. Apparently, he was kicking pretty well in the green and white scrimmage, or whatever you want to call it. Across the line, it looks like we got Mims, Crowder, Perriman as our starting wide receivers. You got Herndon as your starting tight end, and then Bell and Darnold in the backfield. And offensive line is exactly what we thought it was going to be. Becton, Lewis, McGovern, Van Roten, Fant from left to right. Defensive side of the ball, I've heard some wonky things. I did not hear great things about Avery Williamson. Like, it's good to have him back, but it sounds like they're going to use him, or at least some rumors that I heard that they were going to use him as more of a backup role, which is why he restructured his contract so he could get $1 million guaranteed, unless it was just kind of like a way to get him to restructure so we didn't pay him as much. But I don't know. I'm excited to watch Williamson. Peanut is on IR right now. Zuniga's on IR. Bryce Hall, who I didn't see make the roster. I didn't see him on the practice field. I was like, oh my God, what happened to Bryce Hall? I'm so excited for this cornerback. And it sounds like he is going to be okay. I think he's on, I don't know if he's on the COVID list or if he's on like some sort of, it sounds like he's okay. It sounds like he's on the roster, just not on the actual 53-man roster right now. What are you guys talking about over there? SBC Comedy. Oh, good to have you in there. Josh Andrews, that's the guy I was thinking of. I was going to say Mark Andrews. I was like, I know that's not right. SBC, Ryan, you still have Bali? Yes, I do. We do have Bali. She's not being the most well-behaved. I think there's probably something a little sick with her right now. Not too thrilled, but I actually shot 2 videos. I'm going to work on editing them after this stream, and I'll release at least 1, maybe 2 of them tonight or tomorrow after the stream. I'm basically doing my Pick'em League. Actually, guys, if you've not done the Pick'em League, I don't know if I put it in the thing down below. Let me see. Did I do it? Someone let me know. Let's see. Did I drop the Pick'em League? I did not. I got to put the Pick'em League in the description down below. If you guys want to join the Pick'em League, I'll get that in there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to give away some stuff throughout the off season, the in season. We're in the season now, and we're going to see who is going to have the best record at the end of the year. We're doing a family one. Me, Becca, and Bali. We're all picking the games each week. I figure I pretend like I know stuff about football. Becca knows nothing about football, and Bali is a coin flip, whether she's going to get it right or wrong. So that's basically one of the videos that's going to be coming out. And then I have my keys to victory that'll be coming out in the next day or so for week 1. But let me get this Pick'em League up so that way you can at least see it in the description down below. I believe Nightbot is chiming it in the comments on the side of this right now. I apologize. Let me just click over to this that way I can get you guys into the Pick'em League. Get you into the Pick'em League. Okay. Copy. Now we're going to throw it in here. Paste. That's how you do it. All right. Refresh your page, and then in the description down below, there's a link to the Pick'em League for the season for the Jets Talk channel. Totally free to enter. Going to be a lot of fun to talk with you guys and just kind of see who wins. What bragging rights do we have? Now, if you want your shirt, well, if you want a shirt, if you want a hat, if you want a mug, if you want something like that, the question right below here. Who are the Jets playing week 1? That is the question of the day. We're going to answer that in the Jets Discord to get yourself entered to win a hat, shirt, or mug from the Jets Talk store. Let's see what we're talking about in the chat. What's there to do in Buffalo? Nothing. No, you could look at Niagara Falls. You eat some wings. Buffalo's not bad. I don't know if I'd want to live there year round. But, what are we doing in Jersey? We go to the beach. You go to New York City. It's like right across the pond, right across the river. There's a bunch of stuff to do in New Jersey. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Bills fan. Go choke on some icicles or whatever you do up there. Facts sound like 8 feet above snow in Buffalo. Oh, God. All right. Predictions for week 1. Ooh, we could do this. Now, this basically, we don't get as many people watching the live stream as we do the regular videos. I don't know if I have mine right here. I could tell you who I'm sort of predicting for week 1. Sort of predicting. Let's see. So, I had week 1. Texans-Chiefs, first game. Taking the Chiefs there. I think Chiefs at home. Return everyone. Going to be a no hangover for them. Dolphins-Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. Packers-Vikings. I'm taking the Vikings. Jaguars-Colts. I'm going to take the Colts. The Jaguars are just tanking. Browns-Ravens. I'm looking at Ravens. Seahawks-Falcons. Looking towards the Seahawks here for sure. I like Russell Wilson. I think he's the best one there. Jets-Bills. You guys decide. I didn't think they were going to be. I don't think we're winning this one. I don't think we're winning week 1, unfortunately. Eagles versus Washington football team. I got the Eagles. Then I got Lions over Bears. Raiders over Panthers. I took Bengals over the Chargers. That was kind of like a weird one, I guess. I don't trust the Chargers quarterback situation. Not that I trust the Bengals, but maybe the Bengals are going to come out with some excitement here. I got San Francisco over the Cardinals, Bucks over Saints, Cowboys over Rams, Giants over Steelers, and Titans over Broncos. So there you go. You guys get a little head start into what I'm looking at. But yeah. Ryan, will you do a Jets post stream? I want to. It depends if I'm working. I'm thinking if I could do like a 30-minute stream after the game, we could talk about some of my initial reactions. Then I'll go in and I'll do my 5 takeaways from the game. I think I'll be able to be off for it. I'm kind of like on the border there. It's where we got like 2 outings this weekend, so it's not the best time for me. He said, go choke on an icicle. Yes, I did. Jets fans lost their best player, Adams. No, dude, we lost our best player, Mosley for the year. That's what hurts. Adams, not as concerned about. I'll be honest. I think we'll be just fine. Did I see Bryce Huff made the roster? I did. That was huge. That was a very big time thing for the Jets here. Now, I did not think that was going to happen. I thought he was going to be a practice squad type guy, but maybe he is playing better than anyone would have expected out of a rookie, undrafted lineman or edge rusher. We liked what we saw from him in his highlight tapes coming out of college, and I think he's got a lot of potential. I am not going to get my hopes up overly so. It sounds like he's a really good athlete, so maybe he's more of a special teams contributor this year. It sounds like Basham and Jenkins are going to be the 2 edge guys on either side. Man, I hope Jenkins takes a step forward because I have not been super high on Jenkins. I don't mind him coming back, especially for the price we got him back at. I just don't believe he's a full-time edge rusher. If he can duplicate what he did last year, if he can get us like 8 sacks, I'm okay with it. I would bring him back next year then. What happens with Leonard Williams? Quinnen Williams. Jeez. Quinnen Williams. Are we going to see anything out of him? Apparently he only had like 1 sack and 2 pressures in all of training camp, which does not bode well. Normally, whenever you have a really good rusher, whether it be defensive tackle or defensive end, you start hearing this guy's unblockable in training camp. And to not hear that, he talked a lot of, I don't want to say he talked a lot of smack. He said he was getting phenomenally better or in the best shape ever. He's going to be, ready to go. He's got to back that up. Hopefully, we can see a little bit of that week 1 against Buffalo. Because right now, I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm a little disappointed with the selection. But he's still young. You got to think he's, 22 now? He's young. He's got plenty of time. I mean, heck, we didn't see McClendon or, some of these bigger defensive tackles really catch on until they were a lot, older. He's 22, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the number we're looking at. Some other news from around the NFL. We hear out of Dolphins training camp that Fitzpatrick is going to be the starter. It also sounds like they would like to have him be a redshirt year for Tua. So they don't want him to play at all this year. They would like Fitzpatrick to play the entire season. Now, I think every team that doesn't start their rookie quarterback basically says that, and then the season goes sideways, and you basically say, hey, let's just see what we got in the guy. So I expect the Dolphins to eventually go to Tua this season, and it'll probably happen around week 7, week 8, depending on when their bye is and who they're playing. I don't think they'll set him up for failure. I think it's going to be, I don't want to say a softball of a team, but it's not like he's not coming out and versing the Patriots. That's that won't happen. I don't expect that. SBC Comedy. I put my picks in and saved. Am I good now? SBC Comedy, you should be. Absolutely should be. If you guys do the Pick'em League down below in the description, lots of fun. We should have plenty of spots there. Now, we got to get people in here before, Thursday? Thursday at 8 o'clock when the first game goes off. And I think you have a half hour before a game kicks off to make your pick. So if you're trying to pick it at 12:59 before the 1 o'clock games, you're going to be shit out of luck. Because that happened to me a few times and I wound up losing a bunch of picks because of it. I was like, oh, dang it. But I'm going to announce the weekly winner on this stream. And I guess probably the Tuesday stream because we have the Monday. I guess we could. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. And then we'll also have the yearly winner. So you're going to get points throughout the season based on how many games you call correctly. And each game that you get right is 1 point. So the person at the end of the season is going to have the most, and they are going to get shouted out. We're going to talk about this. So much going on. What else is going on around the NFL? Deshaun Watson gets paid. Wow, 4 years. $160 million. That's $40 million a year, or 39, I think, is what they were reporting. That is a lot of money for Deshaun Watson. He's going to be 29 years old when that contract ends. What are you guys talking about in there? You guys saying streams, Facebook streams? What are we talking about? Andrew, are you going to live stream live during the games this season? I want to. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. I really enjoy watching the game in its entirety, just kind of hanging out. I feel like I get a better view of the game because if I'm talking on stream the entire time, as much as I'm paying attention, it's tough for me to really dive in completely because I like hearing the commentary. I like watching the replays and see everything. Maybe I'll do the primetime games. I'll probably do the primetime games, but I'm planning to do a post-game reaction to the shows or to the games. Now, will it happen week 1? I hope so. I don't know if it's going to happen if I potentially have work. I hope not. So Deshaun Watson getting paid $40 million a year. Now, it's not as much as Patrick Mahomes. I don't think anyone's getting Patrick Mahomes money in the next year or so. But, man, that means a whole lot of money for Dak Prescott, and it means a whole lot of money for Lamar Jackson because these guys are going to get paid after this year. Now, if I'm Dallas, just cave to Dak's commands or whatever Dak wants because the longer you hold this out, and even if you franchise tag him next year, the price is only getting steeper. And Lamar is going to get paid a bucket load of money. After this season. Now, the The reason Watson got paid, they say he has 2 years left on his deal. He does. He's got his 4th year and his 5th year option. Sam, ideally, what you would want to do is after this season, you go through, you get if you feel he's really the guy. Now, I don't know if we're really going to sign him long term after this year, but that would be a good idea. Like if you know it's your guy, you have the 1 cheap year of that 4th year option. Even like Watson deal, I'm pretty sure you're getting that cheap year first, and then the contract kicks in year 5, and that's when his salary would have jumped up to average of the top 10, I think, at his position. So if you renegotiate that now, he gets more money up front than he would have gotten in that 5th year option. You lock in your quarterback a year early. It's also a little bit cheaper than trying to roll the dice and letting other quarterbacks kind of keep gaining their money. So signing them almost as early as you can, I think, is really important. Yeah. Guys, it's going to be interesting. NY Sports MC, what's up, dude? Says the Jets should have brought in Shaq Griffin. I don't know. TJ says, I'm expecting the Jets to lose, but the Bills are definitely beatable. I would agree. I think we saw the Jets take them toe-to-toe last year, and we were all but victorious because of the kicks. It was all about the kicking and losing Mosley. If the Jets can duplicate what they did last year, rattle Josh Allen a little bit, cause some turnovers, Jets are going to be in good shape. I don't want to see what happened from the 3rd quarter on, though. That's definitely not what I'm looking to see. We are going to go to the phones in about 2 minutes, so make sure you get your questions ready. We're going to start talking all that. New to the live stream, says John Post. Keep the great content coming. John Post, thank you so much for tuning in. We have fun here on the Cockpit stream. It's a lot of fun. You got to tune in tomorrow. If you haven't tuned in tomorrow, we do the Talking Jets panel. So it'll be me, Green Bean, and O'Leary, and that's a lot of fun because we'll go back and forth and just bash each other and call each other out and stupid stuff. But yeah, no. And then occasionally we get Joe Blewett on. David's been on it. Who else am I missing? The Entertainer's been on there a few times. Bills fan forever says he's calling in. I hope so. Caden Smith. Ryan, did you see the Jets brought in Hakeem Butler for a workout? I did. I am so excited. I really like Hakeem Butler. He is someone that I wanted the Jets to sign last year. Draft last year. I'm a little concerned as to why he was cut and not tried to hop on the practice squad there. It seems like they were just willing to move on from him, and that's concerning. But the Jets are in a not so great spot right now in the wide receiver position, so I would think you bring him in and you really help things out. Thoughts on Jets losing to backups? I don't want us to lose to backups. That would be bad. We beat the Bills' backups last year. He was cut because he was down on the depth chart and got injured last year. No, I know that. But it sounds like their coach was saying that they would just sometimes it's a better fit elsewhere, and sometimes it's best for both parties to move on. That's a little more concerning because is there a playbook issue? Is it a health issue? Is it a personality issue? Why did they feel he's probably not fit to be on the Cardinals? That's what I would like to know. That's the story. I mean, they still gave him hey, we still think he could be a great receiver, and that's what you have to do whenever you cut someone. You never want to burn any kind of bridge with anyone, but it definitely makes me scratch my head. Then we got Clowney signing for $12 million with the Titans. $12 million for the Titans. They got a good deal. Hopefully they can duplicate what they did last year, getting into the playoffs and making that kind of run. I don't see all the stars aligning this year. I think Tannehill will start to regress a little bit back to his, I don't want to say his norm. I mean, I guess you lose Jack Conklin. Does that offensive line still stay as strong as it did last year? Time will tell. Caden, do you play fantasy football, Ryan? I do. I'm in 3 leagues, I think, this year. I'm in a keeper league. I'm in one from my old school, and I'm in one for work. Actually, oh man, good call. I'm actually drafting tonight. I am drafting tonight starting at 9 o'clock. Wow, good looks. Because that's a paid league that I just did. And oh, I get to see what pick I have. Man, you guys are good. You guys are good. What is my pick? I think, is this a Yahoo league? No, I think it's an ESPN league. Let's see. This is going to be, we'll do this live as we go through and just see what actually works. Ooh, I can join the draft. Who knows? Maybe I'll just keep this going during the entire live stream.
Did you know Geico is now offering?
Did I know Geico is doing the blah, 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 stupid ad. Yeah, I could try to do my my fantasy draft during the whole thing. We may wind up, oh, tell me I'm last. Am I 12th? Son of a batch. I'm picking dead last. God dang it. All right. All right, guys. Who should I go with towards the end of the draft? If I'm picking 12th. Bills fan forever. Jets don't know how to draft. Jets waved LaMichael P. Ryan. That's not true. But he probably waved back. Charlie Morrow, Ryan, you picked Odell and who else last year? Last year, I was at the end of the draft. I think I picked 10th or 11th. I picked Odell and Juju, like back to back, because all the running backs were taken. Oh, God, that could not have ended worse. I had a terrible year last year in fantasy. Yeah, not very good. Gonna be interesting. Josh Jacobs, that's a decent pick that late. I feel like you got to go running back. NY Sports MC picked 4th last night. Who'd you take 4th? If I had to pick my top 3 right now, I'd probably go McCaffrey, Zeke, Barkley. And it's not because I don't like Barkley. I think Barkley, arguably 1A or 1B running back. I just really like Zeke because he doesn't get hurt. He is always healthy. Let's see. Who's my buddy? Oh, Jim gets the first pick. Jim, you jerk. Gotta just comment on people. Just gotta start talking smack with these guys. Take Aaron Jones, they say. Mixon and Kenyon Drake. That's not too bad. NY Sports got Zeke at 4. So who went before? It would be Barkley, McCaffrey, Kamara maybe? Was it Kamara that went just before you? Or Dalvin Cook? Yeah, I love Dalvin Cook. He is fantastic. He'll never make it down to me. I don't think I'm going to be able to take a running back that late. Or maybe I will. You got to get running back. Man. But then you got to wait all the way for wide receiver then. I like double dipping. Take Frank Gore. I'm not taking Frank Gore. Not in the first round. Get the flock out of here. Jets should have drafted Cook. I really wanted Dalvin Cook that year. I actually would have endorsed taking him at what pick were we? We were pick 6 that year? Is that the year? He's in his 3rd year. Was that the Adams draft? No, that wasn't the Adams draft, was it? I think it was. Yeah, I really, really liked Dalvin Cook coming out of college. And then I saw a thread about how many police issues or troublemaking type issues that he had. And it was like every year since I think junior year of high school, he's had some type of run-in with the law or suspension of some kind. Not good. Not good. Really, really not great. But hindsight being 2020, what did he go? He went 2nd round, I think? 2nd or 3rd. He might have fallen way farther, and I would have definitely taken a stab at him in any one of those. What are you guys saying in there? Charlie, Ryan, you were also a Reggie Bush guy. I loved Reggie Bush. Loved Reggie Bush. Big Reggie Bush fan. That said, DeBerkshire Ferguson, definitely the better option. Given the way the two careers have gone. Brick may wind up being a Hall of Famer, and Reggie Bush tore a bunch of ligaments and got hurt and stuff. Not the best. Madison is a late round steal. He really is, because if Cook winds up getting hurt, they're going to use him a lot. I had Thielen in one of my drafts. I was thinking maybe Justin Jefferson takes some time to catch on, and then you have You have Diggs out in Buffalo, so that just sort of creates more targets potentially. May went 39, Dalvin Cook went 41. Yeah, so second round. God, man, if you could really change that draft around, things would look a lot different. Obviously, Mahomes and Watson probably go 1-2 in that draft. So the Jets wouldn't have really had a shot. But, man, passing on those guys would have been tough. Ryan, did you hear the podcast with Connor Hughes? He said the Johnsons have given full control to Douglas. Douglas said just as much today as well. Douglas says he has full control of the roster. There are no financial restraints. If he finds the right player, he will sign that player. But he is also keeping an eye towards the 2021 season and making sure we have the cap flexibility. So I think that's really important. I think it's a wise thing for Douglas to do. Some people are going to look at it and say, hey, it's definitely punting on the season. I don't see it like that. I think when you punt on the season, you deliberately put bad players in. I don't think that's the case. I think the Jets are having a developmental season. It could wind up being a 6-10 type season if things don't go the right way, if the offensive line doesn't gel, if Sam isn't the guy, or if the play calling sucks. I think we're saving a lot of our money. I think Douglas is also probably well aware of the Ryan is a big Sheldon Richardson guy. I love me some Shell. What's up, Charlie? Charlie's trying to sit in this draft because Charlie's in my fantasy league, and he's just going to try and see who I'm going to take while watching the live stream. He doesn't realize that this live stream is 30 seconds delayed from when I make my pick, so it won't matter anyway. But nonetheless, I'm excited. I'm going to do this draft live so you guys can mock me, you can hate me, you can do whatever, and I'll make an ass of myself. So we'll see. TJ Decker says I was really high on Watson. He was really high on Watson, not me. Yeah, Watson. Loved Watson coming out. I liked Mahomes coming out. I didn't think they were bad. I just was hoping that Christian Hackenberg was going to be the guy. From everything we heard was he's, we're going to give him a shot. We have our eye towards the 2018 draft, or 2018? Yeah, 2018 draft with Darnold and Rosen and Allen and Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield, all these other guys. So I understand the thought process they went through. Hindsight being 2020, man, Watson or Mahomes would have made so much sense, and then you just never waste a pick on friggin' Hackenberg. That was probably this drafting from McCagnon. Just so piss poor. It was so terrible. Do I play Madden? Not frequently. I have to get the new Madden. I'd like to play it a little bit. As a Jets YouTuber, there is a thought to have a little bit of Madden involved in the channel, and I know some people absolutely love Madden, and I was one of those people for the longest time, and then they basically just started repackaging the same game with new players year in and year out. And that kind of grew tired on me. Now, maybe this new game is better than what the old games were. I want to say my last real one that I played a lot was probably Madden 2009, to be honest. It was old. I bought Madden 18, I think. 18 or 19. I might have bought 19. Whichever one had Antonio Brown on the cover. I bought that one. And I just had such a hard time playing. It was real tough to get back into it after taking a 10-year break. Liam, I'm going to take calls. I promise I'll take calls. I'm just rattling on and on here. I see someone say Idzik was worse than Mac. They were both terrible. Now, here's something that's going to blow your mind and something you guys aren't going to like. But let's talk about some very odd similarities between Joe Douglas and Mr. Idzik. They are both guys that inherited head coaches from previous regimes. Adam Gase, Rex Ryan. They both traded away their top defensive player, Darrelle Revis, Jamal Adams. They both have 2 first-round picks coming up in their drafts. How will they address them? That's going to be a big concern. We have a ton of draft picks in general, same way Idzik does. Does Douglas provide a better return on investment? I hope so. I really hope so. Then, you talk about the cap flexibility. Douglas, seemingly, what some people are saying, is saving cap for financial flexibility long term. I really like that. I like that move a lot. I liked what Idzik's plan was. I think Idzik had a very sound plan. He just didn't execute the right way. Now, a lot of people think that Idzik sabotaged Rex so he would fail and then he would be able to bring in his own head coach. Some people could say that about Douglas. We're not bringing in Jadeveon Clowney. We're not bringing in Logan Ryan. We're not bringing in all these different guys because maybe he doesn't like Adam Gase, and maybe that means he's trying to sabotage him. I don't believe that. I don't believe it for a second. I believe Joe Douglas is 100% the right guy for the job. I don't want to say he doesn't care about Adam Gase. I think he does. I think he wants him to succeed. I mean, it's clear he brought in players that were very much in Adam Gase's mold. I don't see the similarities. You think? I mean, I understand where people are probably coming from with a lot of this stuff, but Idzik was a glorified accountant, while Douglas has been groomed from like a young age to be a GM, like from the best GM that we've seen in like a long time. Like I really like Ozzie Newsome. I'm gonna try and take calls. I'm looking at my audio meter for how I do the music, and the music didn't pop up before, so I don't know if it's working right now or not. So maybe I won't do phone calls. Maybe I'm gonna do my draft. I got 16 minutes before that. I'm gonna just talk to you guys through the chat for tonight until I can figure out why my audio levels are not jumping the way they should be jumping. Little concerned. So if I start taking calls and you guys can't hear it, I'd feel a little bad. What else are you guys talking about? We need to trade our first-round pick from Seattle for a number 1 wide receiver, says Kyle. I don't want to do that. I really don't. Now, I'm not against trading a pick. I just don't want to give up a first-round pick, especially if it's a receiver that you could possibly get in the offseason. Like Juju, I really like Juju. I think he's probably not going to I think Juju's not going to be with the Steelers next year. I think he's going to be on the Jets. I'm calling it now. It's going to happen. O'Leary versus Jets talk in Madden. That I would do it. O'Leary would beat me for sure. He actually plays. Or at least he plays more than I do. Big Rye, stat prediction for Josh Allen. Ooh. Okay, Josh Allen. We'll say Josh Allen week 1 instead of the whole season. I think what's going to happen is he's going to have 220 yards passing. I think he's going to have 65 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for us Jets. I hope we could pull out a win. One person I'm pretty nervous about, and I don't think he's gotten a whole lot of attention that I think he should deserve, is Devin Singletary. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's going to be really good, and he's going to be sneaky fast out of the backfield. I think we really got to be careful with how that works and how that, like stopping the run in general between Singletary and Allen, that's the key to winning this game. If you let them run wild, if they get 100 yards on the ground from Singletary or like 80 yards on the ground from Allen, I don't think there's any way the Jets win this game. I heard Singletary fumbles. I got him on my fantasy team. I hope he doesn't fumble, but I hope he fumbles a lot week 1. If he fumbles a lot week 1, this is going to be a very good good day for the Jets. Like we said, turnovers. Turnovers are going to be a big one. Word is Zach Moss will take the starting job. Didn't they just take Singletary last year too? Moss was this year. But man, That is not great. Not great. All right. Is there one spot open on the practice squad? I don't know. I'm not sure. NY Sports MC, Ryan, the Jets are down to 51 players. They added 5 to IR. Yeah, I saw they added Zuniga. I think it was Flacco. Cameron Clark. Who else was it? There are a few guys in there. No one wants to play under googly-eyed Gase. Hey, I'm hoping Gase is a googly-eyed winner. Flacco is on the 53-man roster. Is he actually active on the 53-man roster, or did they IR him? I thought they were talking about IRing him for the first 3-4 games. Okay, he is active. All right. I'm wrong then. Tony Lee, a lot of mock drafts have us taking Jamar Chase with our top pick. How do you feel about that? Tony, I will say this. I really like Chase a lot. I think he's going to be very good. That said, if the Jets have their opportunity to get a edge rusher or a corner, I'd probably opt for that. This is supposed to be a really top-heavy wide receiver draft. I'm a little nervous about taking a receiver so early. This is someone who liked CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy and all those guys, but taking him top 5 is aggressive, and you need him to hit. Now, I'm all about Sam. It depends what happens in free agency, because if you get Juju in free agency, you don't need to draft a receiver in the first round. If you whiff on receiver in free agency, Chase looks a lot more interesting. I just hope the Jets are not in position to get him, because that means Sam may not be the answer if we're in position to land Jamar Chase. That's my biggest issue with that. I know we need a left tackle last year. Was a huge CeeDee Lamb fan, says Tony Lee. I was a huge CeeDee Lamb fan. Now, left tackle was still my number one choice, but when I did all my mocks, I took receiver most of the time because I figured if there was 3 tackles that went before us, I had a hunch maybe Douglas didn't like the fourth player or fourth tackle on the board as much as he likes the first wide receiver. So luckily we didn't have to go to that. We got our choice of 2 of the left tackles, and I'm really, really happy with how that turned out because Becton sounds like a beast. Big ticket, $175,000 necklace. It was originally reported to be $400,000. Either way, that is a bucket ton of money on a necklace. Must be nice. Whatever happened last year when Barr didn't want to play for y'all? The Jets, it was terrible. Hurt. I really wanted him. I wanted him way more than I wanted Mosley. And Mosley looked great for 3 quarters. But man, we've paid him $27 million and he hasn't done a thing. Aside from almost winning us a game week 1. Who would you prefer to win that game for the best chance of winning the division? Who are you talking about? Talking Pats Dolphins? Pats Dolphins. I hope the Dolphins win because I think the Pats still have a good shot at the division, even with the Bills being as good as they are. I don't count Belichick out for anything until he proves that he is, all about, Tom Brady winning. And it's not really the Belichick thing. I have to believe it's probably going to be the Patriots winning that game. We should do. Slinger says that we should do a Madden Jets tournament. Jets YouTuber should do a Madden tournament. And fantasy football. I would be down to do a fantasy football thing. That would be fun. I don't think there's enough of us to do it though, because you kind of need 12 guys in a league, and I don't think we have enough to really do that. It'd be fun. Be a good time. Ryan, have you heard of this tackle from Minnesota named Daniel Falele? 6'9", 400 pounds at right tackle. If we drafted him, Sam wouldn't get touched. Wow, that's a huge human. Where's he supposed to get drafted? Is he projected a first round pick because he's so massive, or is that mean, could you imagine him on the right side with Becton on the left? God, that is like nearly 1,000 pounds of people on two positions. Mitt Flair, more wins this season. New York Jets or Miami Dolphins? It's going to be the Jets. I'm pretty sure the Jets are going to get this over the Dolphins, especially with Fitzmagic being the starting quarterback. Liam says, do you think no fans in the stands will affect the game week 1? I don't know. I think defense is going to be interesting because if you can hear the offensive play calls, if you know or understand some of them, maybe you catch on. Going to be interesting. AJ Miller, are you a good golfer? No. Not at all. I had no intention of running a golf course when I was in high school. And then I went to college to do editing. And somehow I wound up running a golf course. It's all about, where you work after school and chipping away at stuff. And now I'm running a golf course. So it's fun. It's cool. It's not always stressful. There are days that are really long. But I work with a bunch of good people. And I, by and large, I enjoy it. Can Gase survive? I hope so. I really hope Gase survives, Brian, because if he does, that means the Jets are going in the right direction, and I'm a little worried about that. Where's my golf course? I'm not going to tell you where my golf course is, but you'll see the logo. I had the logo on 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I think whenever I did this stream last, I think I had the logo on. I'll let you guys try to do some digging to see where it is. Do you think we beat the 49ers? No. I do think they're beatable, though. This is the best thing about the NFL. Because teams are so different from year in and year out. I could be talking like 110% confidence one way or the other. I love the 49ers defense. Like, I don't think the Jets offense is good enough to really kind of beat the San Francisco 49ers defense. But I don't always trust Jimmy Garoppolo. And I think the Jets could hold their own on that side of the ball. It's all about how this offense progresses. Edward, of course the Jets should sign Hakeem Butler. I love Hakeem Butler. I really want that to be a thing that happens. Which coach could win more than 7 games this season coaching the New York Jets' current roster this season? I think there's a few. I think there's a few guys out there. Gase last year probably should have had the Bengals win. Probably should have had the Dolphins win, which would have put us at 9-7. Now, I don't really believe the back end of that schedule, that 6-2, is a little bit of smoke and mirrors. When you kind of look into it a little bit, I think losing or beating a Patriot or a Steelers team with a third-string quarterback and a Bills team with all their backups in, probably a little different. Joe S. says, Jimmy G dating porn stars. Lucky man. Liam, yes, it was the shirt with the palm trees on it. Get creepy over there. No, it's okay. I don't care. It's a public course. Which team wins the AFC East? It's going to be the Bills. I'm going to say the Bills. I know that I don't want to bet against Belichick because of how long he's been dominant for so long, but I think the Bills have the best combination of coaching and talent. I think the Patriots lost a lot of players. They lost a lot of players to that the COVID list or to the opt-outs. Losing Tom Brady and Gronk, that's not great. I don't know. Four minutes till draft time. 4 minutes until my draft. Biggest upset the Jets steal this year. Ooh, man, I would love for it to be Seattle. That's going to be a game I have to pick the Jets on. As much as my heart says, my heart says Jets, but my head says Seahawks for that. There is no way I'm rooting for Jamal Adams. Not against Jets. Pick 'em wise, yeah, I'll pick the Seahawks. I like Russell Wilson a lot. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks. Do you think if Greg Williams becomes head coach, he could be the next Rex Ryan defensive mastermind head coach? I like Greg Williams a lot. I don't think he would become the head coach, though. I would like that to happen because I think it holds continuity with the regime. So if you got rid of Adam Gase, then you just bring in an offensive coordinator, and then you have Greg Williams run the team, and then at least it doesn't feel like a full regime change with Darnold and everyone. But I also don't see that being a likely scenario. I think if anything, we bring in a new head coach and we retain Greg Williams. That would be the hope. If we change head coaches, I kind of like Greg Roman, offensive coordinator for the Ravens, says Tony Lee. I'm all for it. They built that offense all the way around Lamar Jackson. So if they could do the same thing for Darnold, that's a plus in my book. Ryan, do you want to beat the Patriots or Seahawks more? I'll say the Patriots because if we beat the Patriots, that's 2 wins as opposed to Seattle's 1. And losing to an NFC team doesn't matter as much in the whole playoff race thing as winning against a division rival. So I'll say the Patriots, but man, from a fan point of view, we're if you told me, hey, we're not making the playoffs anyway, and the Jets have to win 1 game, and would that 1 game be the Patriots or the Seahawks? Oh, I'm taking the Seahawks. I want to beat Jamal Adams in the worst way. I want Le'Veon Bell to just plant his ass on the ground. Yeah, that's my vote. Would you trade for Juju or Kenny G? I would trade for Juju if it was a second-round pick, I think. I don't think I would go higher than that. He is really young. Tom says, peace out, 2 a.m. in the UK. Take it easy, dude. Thank you for tuning in. Always appreciated. What are you guys talking about? Would you rather have Darnold or Allen? I'm taking Darnold all day. I'm 110% behind Darnold right now. I have no problem with people saying Allen's the better quarterback right now because of what he's been able to do with the team and making the playoffs and everything. I'm not going to argue that, but I think long term here, I think Darnold's going to be the guy. I really do, and that's not me just being a homer and like just a Jets fan. Like I think Darnold is the best quarterback. Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback from that draft, I guess, but Darnold would be number 2 for me. Did you record or did you do a record prediction video yet? When we did the schedule, I predicted our record being 10-6, I think. Maybe that's what it was. I think I said 10-6 or 9-7, I believe is what I had us down for. In terms of like recent stuff, I did just shoot my video for week 1. I have to edit it after this live stream, and then I have 2 videos coming out. I have 2 videos coming out in the next day or so. One is going to be the pick'em. I'm going to do a pick'em video each week, so we're going to keep track of who I've picked, as well as who Becca and Bali have picked as well. We're going to see who wins at the end of the season, and each of us gets something different depending on who wins. Oh man, round 1, pick 1. Big dog is on the clock. The first pick. Ooh, what was the first pick? What am I looking at here? How do I see all? Who was that first draft pick? God, everyone's off the board. Michael Thomas goes early. Was that 3rd? How do I see all? My team, all teams. So it went McCaffrey at number 1, Barkley number 2, Devin Henry number 3, Michael Thomas number 4. Oh, I know exactly who number 5's going with. Number 5's a Cowboy fan. He is absolutely taking Zeke. I would bet my left nut on this. I'm going to say that right now. There's no way he's not taking Zeke. I wish I could throw this up on the screen so you guys could see it. Let's see. I mean, I could probably pull it up on, like, ESPN.com. I don't know if I know my password, though. I think I have it saved into my app. Josh says never take Jets players. You like can't take Jets players. I almost never do. There's usually like one guy. Oh, you guys want me to pull it up? All right, let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get ESPN on here. See if I can pull it up. What is my goddamn? I don't know what my username is though. That's the thing that sucks. Log in. What the hell is my? Damn it! I don't know what my name is. Let's try this one. Let's see if that does it. Black Bear. Nope, that's not it. Log out. Dang it. Log in. This one? I think this might be it. Oh, there it is. All right, so yeah, I was right. Elliott went 5. Kamara went 6. Dalvin Cook goes 7. If you guys want to know my my team name for my fantasy league, it's Gaze at my Jim Bob Cooter. All right, here. Let's see if I can show this the right way here. I don't know if this is gonna work. We'll give it a shot. I think I can open up a window. Ooh, I've been disconnected from the draft because I signed into another thing. That's not great. Oh man, I'm almost on the clock. All right. Roster. Oh, I better not be on auto pick. Oh no, take me off auto pick. Holy smokes. That was almost bad. Miles Sanders goes. Okay, so who we got? I got Miles Sanders. Oh, auto pick would be Miles Sanders. That's what they're saying. Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill. After I make these 2 picks, then I'll pull it up here for you guys to see. Oh man, this is tough. Everyone's taking Kenyon Drake. I've heard a lot of people like Drake. Do I just go wombo combo there, or do I try to get a receiver? I like. You know what I'm doing? I'm going Mixon, and then I'm gonna go Devontae Adams. That's gonna be my wombo combo right there. All right, let's do some window capture here. Let's capture. Let's see, which one is it? It is. All right. Let's see if I can stretch this down a little bit. Let's take away the stuff you don't have to see. Or actually, wait, is that the draft? I think the draft was up there. So it says I'm drafting now. Oh, you know what? I definitely picked the wrong box. Let's do. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. How do I look at... This is what we're doing. We're going to bring this right over here. Let's see if I can drag it down a little bit. Make it not as chaos-inducing. And let's see if I can pull up... Is there a way to see who was all picked? Pick history. All right. All right. So this is how the draft fell. All the good running backs went early. Man, literally every running back that I would have taken was taken before me. I like Mixon. We'll see. See how that goes. Let's see if I can pull up my pull up YouTube at the same time. See what you guys got going on. Going back down and away. You guys say no to Mixon. You guys say Jacobs and Kelsey. I just don't want to take a tight end so early. Phones after you pick. I can't go phones after I pick because I'm going to keep picking left and right. I'll go to the phones if we're done picking by the time that goes. Let's see. Josh Jacobs is gone now. Ugh. Should have taken Jacobs with Mixon. Jacobs and Mixon I wouldn't have been upset with. I just kind of wanted a top receiver at the same time, and I really like Devontae Adams. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be really ticked off that they selected a quarterback. Mitt says, forget the phones. This is fantasy football. Love it. Guys say Mixon's going to be a beast this year. Ha! Good stuff. Frank says, Adams good pick, Mixon reach. That's all right. That's all right. Lamar Jackson going early. Big dog. I'm on the clock in 10 more picks. So now I got to go wombo combo in the back. Do I go running back receiver again? When it comes back to me? Because then I got to wait all the way back. Are there any quarterbacks in your draft? Yeah, I'm going to take a quarterback, of course. Got to get a quarterback. I'm not reaching for a quarterback this early, though. Mahomes already went. Lamar Jackson went. Once you lose those two guys off the top, then it's kind of anyone's game. Friggin' big dog. It's our buddy Jimbo. He's got Christian McCaffrey and Lamar Jackson. That's a good 1-2 wombo combo there. Who'd you get on the back end? What was that? What was that next pick? Galladay. All right. I see you. I see you, Jim. I see what you're doing over there. Watching you. Show us who's available. All right. Bam. This who's available right now. Ugh. It's got to be a receiver, right? I don't even know what running back I'd go with. There's no one that's like, really, I should have gone Jacobs. You guys are right. I should have gone Jacobs. Would have been good. Carson's gone. Oh, at least the picks are popping up on the side now. Oh, I can't even show you that. Hold on. Well, they are popping up on the side. That's all right. I don't know what these guys are going to be saying in the chat, so I won't show that so much. All right, I got 3 more picks, then I'm up. Robinson, Woods. Sutton or Lockett. I like Lockett. There goes Juju. All right, I got one more pick. Who is my pick? Do I take a tight end nice and early? Oh, you son of a batch of cookies. You took Cup. Ugh. Who do I want? Do I go with Jonathan Taylor? Do I go with James Conner? I don't trust Gurley to stay healthy. Not touching David Johnson with a 10-foot pole. I do like Lockett, but I don't know if I want Lockett. Who do I got? I got Adams. I'm going to go with some Calvin Ridley action. I got to go with a running back now. Who am I taking? What running back should I take? Oh. Is Kittle in there? I don't think Kittle's in there. None of the tight ends are there. Did I go with James Conner? Dang it. Or do I hope Gurley stays healthy? Jonathan Taylor. I'm going with James Conner. Just going to go with it. Not sure how I feel about it. I don't trust Gurley to stay healthy. I'm not touching Gordon. Gurley or Bell. You guys took Sutton. I like Lockett. Lame Cactus, you're just going off on Sutton. Taylor would have been a good one. I hope Connor's going to light it up. I really do. I'm hoping with Big Ben back, that sort of helps things out. I have some ideas of who I want next, but man, I got to go fucking 20 picks before I draft again. This is what hurts. That's what sucks about being the end of the draft. It's nice you get the Wombo combo, but you lose so many players in the process. I'd rather be sitting around like 6. I think I picked 6 in 2 of my other leagues. One thing that sucked is like the running backs I really want. Like there's 5 really good running backs, and then like 6 is like a, was it Edwards-Helaire from the Chiefs? That one looks good. You just don't know if it's going to be anything good. Are you going to do call-ins tonight? I would like to do call-ins tonight. It's just a lot to do call-ins and try to draft fantasy at the same time. Show the team so far. My team's on the left. I got Mixon, I got Connor, I got Adams, and I got Ridley. That's who I got so far. Kelsey or Kittle are sneaky good round 1-2 picks. Yeah, I like them. I like both of them. You got to get a running back. Got to get a running back early. If I were to take a tight end that early, it would really not be good. All right. Who's gone? Gurley's gone. Bell's gone. Is the tuna fresh? Zach Ertz is gone. Jonathan Taylor. There goes Sutton. God, I got to wait this whole time coming back. Ugh. I'm watching on the phone, my bad. Oh, no, it's all right. No worries. It's probably tough to see those little things on the side. You better take Bell if he falls back to you. Nah, Bell's gone. Bell was taken. You guys are like, there's like a 30-second delay between what I'm seeing and what you guys are seeing. I would have taken Bell if he came back the other way. It's going to be real interesting. I have certain guys that I'm like pretty high on, and then other guys that it sucks because all my teams sort of look similar because I'm like targeting certain players, and then it just shoots me in the foot hard when one of them goes down. I really wanted Odell to go off last year, and it just hurts so bad. Juju I have a hard time taking because he just burnt me terribly. Frank says that's a myth. That's a myth, running back. When you grab elite tight ends 3rd or 4th round, you take advantage of your opponent's weakness. I like the tight ends. What was my record last year? I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. I don't believe it was good because I went Odell and Juju, and that basically crippled my team. I don't think I made the playoffs. But the year before, I won. I was the numero uno to Charlie. Charlie was actually in this chat earlier, and I beat him, so screw you, Charlie. Got him. If Herndon was to play all 16, I'd take a late flyer on him for tight end. I usually do look at him. I took him last year as a tight end late. It's one of those things that guys are not looking to take him super early. What is my team so far? My team so far is Mixon, John Connor, James Conner, Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley. That's who I got so far. Tom Chuck says he has Kyler Murray, McCaffrey, Kenyon Drake, Juju. Who the hell did you play that you got Drake and McCaffrey? That is incredibly impressive. God, you playing a bunch of blind people? How the hell how'd you get that team? Jeez. 11 picks. Oh, you son of a... God damn, Jim's got such a good team. I really like DK Metcalf. I didn't want to say it on stream, but that was the guy I wanted. I thought he'd make it back to me. Ugh. That one hurt. Thanks, Jim. Jerk. I wish I knew who some of these guys are. I don't know what team Charlie is. I think he's my Balzac Ertz. He definitely is my Balzac Ertz. That's what it is. He took Gurley. All right, who's coming back? B. Hill. You know we're watching. Hill, who'd you take? Where's your team? King of the Hill. He took Cortland Sutton. Ugh, you guys are all jerks. Gonna try and God damn, I don't even know who I'm taking. AJ Brown is not available. He was taken by Jim again. Jim took DK, Metcalf, and AJ Brown back to back. He's a real jerk. Real jerk. T.Y. Hilton, Deshaun Watson, Stephen Diggs, Tyler Lockett, all gone. I'm up in 6 picks. And I got to do the Wombo combo. See, the guys that I work with, they're watching this stream right now, and they're like, oh, who's Ryan going to take? Yeah, I'm getting sniped. I'm screwed because I'm at the tail end of the draft. I don't hate my team so far, though. I'm like, okay with it. I feel like that happens every year with fantasy. I'm like, oh, my team doesn't suck. And then I start playing, and then everyone gets hurt. So let's see. There's 6 picks before me, so I got to pick 7 guys that I would like. There's not many. I got to get my flex. I feel like you just logjam running back and receiver to start. And then you just fill in all the blanks later on. Because all the other things are, unless you get like a Lamar Jackson or a Mahomes or something like that, most of the quarterbacks are going to be roughly the same, so you don't have to take one too early. 6 guys on. Hill, who you taking? Who you taking, Hill? Let's see who he takes. I took Melvin Gordon. I took him last year, too. Ugh. That was terrible. Ruined my season. Not good. Not good. DJ Clark goes. Antonio Gibson. This is probably the earliest I've seen the tight ends go. I feel like a lot of tight ends went already. Swift, good choice, good choice. Right in front of Frozen Ropes. I know Frozen Ropes is a Lions fan in our league. He's probably a little frustrated with that. So there goes Ingram. All right. I feel like Landry was good with some catches early on last year. If Odell's not catching on, maybe he'll do all right. Let's go a little Landry action. I would like another running back. Not touching Kareem Hunt. Cam Akers. Is Cam Akers starting? I don't know. I'm riding Singletary on a lot of my drafts right now. Do I just go with Singletary? I don't know. You guys are saying Clark. Clark's gone. Who do I need? I'm looking at Singletary right now. Just bluff him, Ryan. Oh, God, I could do anything. What do I want? Do I want to do it? I don't know if I want to do it. Cam Akers. I just don't trust the Rams. Not that I trust the Bills much. Paradise says no. Guys are saying the tight end from Vegas. Man, I don't want to go another 20 picks without a running back. We'll go with it. We're going with the tight end. Going with the tight end here. Tyler Boyd, that's a good option. Singletary. There goes the head card attendant. There goes Huey. I like Singletary a lot. I just don't know if I want to gamble on him in all my leagues, because if he does bad, I am going to be a very angry person. I do that with like every league. I go with the same guys and it screws me. I'm hoping tight end wise that works out for me. We shall see. Thanks for letting him slip, says Hugh. I was going to. I wanted him. I was hovering over him. That's the guy I was, one of the guys I'm pretty high on. The Bills fans seem pretty high on him. At least, what's his name? Dan Mitchell. Dan Mitchell is pretty high on him. I don't know how much he knows about his football or how much he knows about the Bills. Not that I think he doesn't know much about the Bills. I think he knows a lot about the Bills. But I don't know if he... I had watched something at one point saying that he was pretty high on Singletary. So, there is that. Let's see. Oh, and I got to round out the rest of the roster, too. I feel like every pick for the first, 9 rounds should just be receiver or running back. Nonstop. Everyone else just falls into place. 14 picks till I'm up again. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, Dak went. Oh, see, King of the Hill. He's a Dallas fan now because he had a zillion Dallas guys on his team last year. Will Fuller goes. Kareem Hunt, Deebo Samuel, Ronald Jones, Gallup. Cam Akers, that's a good pick by the big dog at the tail end of that round. What are we on, round 8 now? Round 7. Start at round 7. Ooh, Dallas O-line in shambles. Don't trust. Interesting. Montgomery, at least he's a starting back. Terrible strategy to have multiple players from your favorite team. Oh, I agree. But he doesn't know football a whole heck of a lot. He doesn't have a favorite team. His team of choice wound up being Dallas because he wound up having a bunch of guys from Dallas on his team. Now, for me, I tend not to touch Jet players, almost ever. Because at least if they perform bad, then at least they're hurting someone else's team. If they play well, then I'm just happy that they played well. Oh, Ingram. I've been real high on Ingram as my tight end, and he just went. That was a really good draft pick by whoever. Danger Ranger. Oh, it's definitely Kevin. Kevin is that one. He's a Giants fan. That's why he got him. Oh, man, Collins is on IR? I did not know that. Lyle Collins is on IR. That changes a lot. Changes a whole lot. Mitt Flair says Crowder and Herndon are good late picks. Yeah, I would say so. I like both of them at some point in the draft. I just don't... Anytime I have to rely on players, there was a real strong part of me that really wanted Le'Veon Bell last year. He was taken ahead of me. Tyler Higbee. Tight end from the Rams. Not a bad choice. Now I get the Wombo combo coming back at the end of this round where I got 7 picks before I pick. Josh says, I don't take Jets players because I can't make myself root for one player more than others. I like rooting for the whole team. That's not a bad mindset there. I just don't do it because if they wind up doing bad, then I get the double Wombo combo. It's almost like in Pick'em, I almost never take the Jets. One, statistically, if you say the Jets are going to lose more than they win, at least in recent years, you're coming out ahead of the game. But if I pick the Jets to win and then they lose, then I lose in Pick'em and I lose in real life. If I don't pick them to lose, or if I pick them to lose and they win, then I'm happy. And then I just lose a Pick'em thing. I don't care. But I usually try to hedge my bets a little bit. Any updates on Perriman and Mims injuries? I think both of them are going to start week 1. Kyler Murray's gone. Russell Wilson's gone. Those are 2 guys I was looking at for quarterback right now. God, I might have to wait even longer. I was going to wait way long for quarterback. Or I wasn't going to wait that long. This is where I was going to take the quarterback. Man, that would have sucked. Oh, Huey, you son of a bitch. He just took Fournette. God dang it. Not happy. Dang it. That was like, that was my guy. Man. God damn. Dobbins just went. Man, I'm going to go. Not happy how that board just fell to me. Be honest, I don't like a lot of the players left. All right. It's a little bit of a reach at this point. But with Williams being hurt, we're going with Ruggs. God damn. It's not even another quarterback for a while. Jesus Christ. Who do I want? I feel like I got to round out my quarterback. I know it's a little bit of a reach, but I can't play every running back all the time. All right. I'll go with the Wombo combo here. I'm a big Wombo combo of Matt Ryan or Aaron Rodgers. I think Rodgers is going to have a big year. I think he's going to play pissed off because they took a quarterback. Let's go Rodgers. I'm going to go Rodgers here. Not a huge fan of it, but I'll go with that. Yeah, Russell and Kyler both gone. Those are guys I wanted. Judy, that's a good pick. Just came off the board. I don't hate my team. I don't love it because there's players I would have preferred, but I don't hate it. God, I'm just so nervous with the friggin'... I like Mixon a lot. With the rookie quarterback, who knows what happens. Take Crowder, great value. It's going to be interesting to see who comes back. God, because I got to wait another 18 picks. Jeez. Christian Kirk's gone. Tom Brady's gone. Tariq Cohen's gone. James White is gone. Frank says, I liked Ruggs. Matt Ryan should have been the other pick. I like Matt Ryan a lot. Wouldn't have been upset with that choice. I just think Rodgers, he doesn't throw interceptions, and I think he's going to play mad. He's one of those guys that I could see getting really angry that they drafted a quarterback and just having a friggin' hell of a season. So that's what I'm kind of crossing my fingers on that one. Tony says, I love the Jets, but when was the last time we had a player on the Jets that you would want on your fantasy team? Le'Veon Bell's really the only one. Herndon, I liked. Brandon Marshall was probably up there, and Decker at one point. Liam says, I'm picking first tomorrow, and I'm taking the Bengals defense. God damn, don't do that. They say Jordan Love looks terrible in camp, apparently. Yeah. That's not great. Deontay Johnson from Pittsburgh just went. I don't know who's on the clock now, but that's a pretty ridiculous picture. Crowder gone. I think we're half point PPR. PPR would have been okay. With taking Crowder. I think Crowder's going to have like 100, probably close to 130 targets by the time it's all said and done. Dude's going to have a ton of catches this year. I think he's our number one receiving option in terms of targets and plays drawn up for him. Mitt says rookie wide receivers are scary. Yes, I think with Ruggs, he's just going to use his speed. And not having Williams, who just got knocked out for the season, could turn him or the tight end into top receiving options for them. Zach Moss says, big dog. Man, he's having a good draft. He's having a real good draft. I'm liking it. I just got to have Jim make my fucking team from now on. That's what's got to be. God, I don't think there's no one I'm like really in love with from like any of these teams at this point. Probably use another running back. Do I only have two running backs? I only have two running backs. Oh, man. That was a tactical error. That was not good. Probably should have taken a tight end before the quarterback. Rookie move, Ryan. Rookie move. Bad move, Ryan. Now I got to try and find a running back somewhere in here. CeeDee Lamb. Love me some CeeDee Lamb. I think I got him in one of my leagues. Not touching Deshaun Jackson. Sorry. Not with a 10-foot pole. Who should I be looking at? What are some running backs out there that you guys think I should look to add at some point? Should I just start snatching up like some of the backups for stud running backs? Just sort of hopefully get one of them to get injured. Could do that. It's not the best strategy. Zach Moss is gone. Gone. I apologize. Probably not the best live stream to be tuning in for. If you guys are looking to hear some Bills stuff, I apologize. We'll be talking more about the Bills and the Jets tomorrow on the Talking Jets panel. Thank God you guys started talking about fantasy draft because I would have definitely missed him. Nah, Fournette's gone. He's way gone at this point. Oh, there goes Gronkowski. Man, Josh Allen, that's a good pick. Allen's got a lot of fantasy points. Say what you will about him as a quarterback, but man, he is a fantasy point god. Sort of. There goes the head card attendant taking Sanders. Oh, God. You know what? Screw it. I'm taking one of my Jets. And I need a running back. You know what? At this point, I'm just going to hope someone goes down. Am I taking Madison? God damn it. Should I take Madison? God damn. Start going real low. Low. I don't know what to do. Damn. I got to get another running back. I love me some Marlon Mack. Whoa, wait, what happened? What? Did I run out of time? Why am I on auto pick? What the fuck happened? What? No! Damn it. How did that happen? What did I hit that put me on auto pick? God, that sucks. Man, that is fucking frustrating. I must have ran out of time. Did I just totally miss the sound? God, that is fucking frustrating. Ran out of time. God damn it. I auto-picked Golden Tate. God damn it. I'm not happy. Because now I got a zillion wide receivers on my team. I got like 6 wide receivers. 2 of which have the same fucking bye week. Ugh. Damn it. Last time it said hurry up in my ears. I wasn't looking at the clock. Oh, rookie mistake. Whatever. We'll see. Stay calm. Stay cool. That's what I got to do. Cool as a cucumber. Is there any money on the line? Yeah. It's $50 a head. Each winner or highest points in a week gets $10 each week. Highest regular season record, I think it's record, I don't think it's points, gets $50. Then I know the winner gets $250. I want to say second place is like 150, and I think third place probably gets your money back. God damn. There's 12 people in this league. Gotta have 12 people. Points? Points are just standard. No PPR. Oh, you... Damn it, Marlon Mack. Ugh. I can't believe I couldn't take it. That sucks. That was who I wanted. Oh, damn. Now we're going to see a run on defenses? Ugh. Most points for the season. Ah, Huey's listening. Most points for the season gets $50. Not record. That makes sense, because if you get the most points in the season, you should have had the best team. Because best record, you can get screwed. I've had multiple times where I have lost a lot of games, but I've had one of the most points in the season. And that's bonkers. Not good. The thing that sucks with me doing this on stream is all my guys at work know that I'm doing it. And they're all watching my fucking board. So I can't even, like, go outside the box here and scroll up and down. I guess I could go to another window. That's still fine. Let's see. I don't even know who I would take. I got to get another running back because I really don't want to trade for backs. Well, I guess you just kind of get one. Huey, if you're watching this, who gets the first waiver claim? Why Perriman? Because Perriman had one of the best seasons, or one of the best like stretches in the last 5 games. My hope is that it's going to be the lightning in a bottle. Maybe he turns into the Jets' #1 wide receiver with a new healthy offensive line. Maybe he plays well. Huey, if you can hear me, how does the waiver wire work in this league? Who gets... Oh, where's from week 1? Oh, that's how that works. Not like, oh, Ryan is the last pick in the draft, so he gets the first waiver claim. Flirted with the auction idea. That's not a bad... See, I don't like the auction idea because I don't know how to do it, and I don't know how to like gamble on players. Resets every week. That's probably a good thing. What would it be? Lowest points every week would be the worst? Or I guess loss and then points probably. Worst week 1. God, I'm looking at the backs. How many more? I got 8 picks before I go. Jesus Christ. Who's going right now? Defenses are popping off the board. There's a kicker. What the fuck? Defenses. Jesus Christ. Liam says, I got the 4th pick. Who should you take? So McCaffrey, Barkley, Zeke, and Cook. Those would be the 4 guys. So whichever one of those 4 is left over, that's who I would take. I like Kamara, but I think he would be 5 for me. Chris Thompson's gone. 4 more picks. Come on. Maybe I'll throw a curveball into the system here. What do I need? I need a running back. I need defense, I guess. I still have 4 more picks. Backup quarterback should be on there at some point. Watkins isn't a bad choice. right, so I don't think he's getting taken at this point. All right, so here comes the run on Jacksonville running backs because I've heard good things about Divine. And now let's look for a defense. Who we got on D? God, the friggin' Patriots. You know what? Let's go with a motivated Vikings defense. Oh, man, Seahawks. I can't root for the Seahawks defense. I'd be so frustrated. Chargers defense is pretty good. Mac with the Bears. Colts defense is pretty solid. They are playing the Jaguars twice. Why are the Patriots ranked so high? You know what? Let's go with Khalil Mack. Get some defense going. Ugh. Don't know how I feel. Said you would have gone Colts. Jets released their unofficial depth chart and had Hogan over Mims. Thoughts? I think it makes sense. I mean, Mims hasn't played all like regular or preseason, whatever you call it, camp. I would not have him as the starter right now anyway. We'll see. I got 4 more picks. This is gonna work out like pretty spot on to being the end of this stream here. It's because he didn't have many reps all camp. Yep, that's exactly it. That is why Mims would be a little bit lower. One thing that sucks about these buds, they kind of itch your ear a little bit. Got a little bit of itchy ear. All right. Take the football team defense. Got to slowly work Mims in to get him some reps, says Tony Lee. 100%. 100%. Herndon's gone. It's a Jet fan that took him. Big Ballers taking Madison. Oh, man. Jim's going to have... Or no, that's not Jim. Who the hell? There's Big Ballers, Champs, and Big Ballers. I don't know who anyone's name is anymore. Cam Newton going late. That's an interesting selection because you never know what Belichick's going to be able to do with Cam Newton. If he stays healthy... I have Cam in one of my other leagues. Big Ballers is Idzik. That's why. Oh, Bigger Ballers is Idzik. Bigger? Oh, no, big. It is big. Frank, thanks for showing your fantasy draft. This is awesome. It's not necessarily a good thing. I did not do well in fantasy last year. So I apologize for any of you guys that are taking advice from my potentially terrible team. That said, I am liking this team more than the team I had last year. So there is that. I have PTSD from our former second-round pick wide receivers. Yeah. Are the Jets signing Hakeem Butler? I hope so. I don't think it's going to happen. My Balzac hurts, says Steven Angle. Charlie, Steven likes your name. It's a great name. He's had that probably the last 3 years now. Trevor says N'Keal Harry's going to break out. Dude, I don't know who's going to break out. It's never like... None of Cam's receivers ever really do well. Seeing kickers go. So what is this? It's got to go all the way back to me. Man, I'm getting hungry. I'm sitting here doing this damn draft. Apparently you can't take more than 3 kickers. Rats. That was right there on my list of things I needed to do. So one player that I've heard from some Jacksonville websites is that Ozigbo is going to be pretty good and has been getting the lion's share of touches in camp. I don't know if that's actually true or not. It seems like a lot of us are trying to roll the dice on a Jacksonville running back, and I don't know if it's going to pay off. Be nice. I'm going to wind up having 3 wide receivers playing a lot this year. What do I need? I need another tight end. I need another quarterback. Gonna need a kicker at some point. Kicker, I feel like you just plug in at the end. Zachary says his wideouts are Cooper, Allen Robinson, and Cortland Sutton. That's pretty good. I like Sutton. Just not more than some of the other guys. James Robinson listed as running back 1 for Jacksonville. It's so tough. So tough to try and figure out where guys are going to go. Who's actually going to how high were the high drafted wideouts going? Pretty high. Michael Thomas went stupid early. He went like pick 6 or something like that, which makes sense. Dude gets over 1,000 yards every year. It's hard to say anything negative against him. Given his getting Tony Pollard for the handcuff. Smart. Are we really going kickers this late? I feel like I can't take a kicker. I just don't want to have to waste a waiver claim on a kicker. Is that how that works? Alshon Jeffrey. Ugh. Huey. Just a hope and a prayer. God, I really like a lot of the rookie receivers, but man, it's such a hard position to just start right off the bat. All right, I'm on the clock. Who do I want? God, I really don't want Big Ben to get injured. Oh, Sammy Darnold's there. Do I just double down? Is that what I do? Is my backup quarterback going to be Sam Darnold? I love you, Sam. That's not happening. Just not a week 5 bye, I guess is really what I'm looking for. Ugh. Let's go Big Ben. In a bounce back year. The Swan Song. Let's see. I should get a backup tight end. Should probably get another running back too, to be honest. Ebron, Doyle, Hooper in Cleveland. Idzik. God, I have no idea. Do I just take a fucking kicker? I can't take a kicker. Boston Scott, Himes, Chase Edmonds. I'm going with Idzik. Throw the tight end in there. Jets mess says just bought 2 mugs and a tea. I saw that pop through. Thank you very much. I believe both mugs shipped. The shirt I think is shipping later. So if you're confused why things don't arrive at the same time, for some reason it goes from different distributors. I can't really control that. But yeah, so it's gonna come. You'll get it, but it's just gonna be a little odd shipping wise. What's more exciting on Sunday? Brandon Man punting or Becton pancake? Ooh, that is a great question. I'm really excited for the punter because field position could be huge in that game. But man, I want to watch some pancakes. I really do. I want to watch people just get whacked and run over. And that also, if Becton is pancaking people, that just means our offensive line is going to start working, and that's exactly what I want to see. Becton pancakes. Everyone wants Becton pancakes. Do I have a score for Sunday? I said it earlier in the stream. I'm going to say 24-21 Buffalo is going to be my guess. I think our offensive line is going to take a little time to gel, and that's going to be the ultimate downfall of our team for Week 1. That said, I hope it's not what happens, but I think I think the Bills are a really good team right now. They're bringing a lot of guys back. They're going to have the benefit of continuity where the Jets just don't have that right now. Yeah. Food for thought. All right. What other players do I need? I guess I got to get a kicker at some point. Do you think the Jets would actually pick up Alec Ogletree? I don't think we will. I don't think it's going to happen. Do you want to know what I base that on? Definitely not facts. Purely because I don't think we need him. Do I like Hakeem Butler? I love Hakeem Butler. I am really, really high on Hakeem Butler. I really hope the Jets sign him. I would be very happy. I think he's way better than like Cager, at least on an upside kind of level. Maybe the injury he had last year is why like he wasn't working out, but man, I think Butler had some issues with drops in college, if I'm not mistaken. His highlight tape's awesome though. If you haven't watched his highlight tape, watch his highlight tape from Iowa. Really good. What's his deal? Doesn't have any stats. He was hurt all last year. That's why. Hakeem Butler is so overrated. He hasn't played a snap, but y'all are going crazy for him. He hasn't played a snap, but that's because he was injured last year. It's not because he was a bad football player. He did get cut because he was not deemed good enough on the roster. So I guess that's the roundabout rationale, I guess. But I would absolutely bring in Hakeem Butler. I think Butler's got more upside, than some of the other players that are going to be, available. Ooh, Steven says, I think the Jets put 31 on the Bills. If the Jets can put 31 on the Bills, the Jets are going to win that game. I don't see that happening, though. I don't see that many points getting scored on that defense. That Bills team's really good. Who do I go with towards the end of this draft? Man, I usually have, like, some player towards the end of drafts that, like, is a dark horse. Like, I took Gronk at the very end of last year's draft because I was thinking maybe he'd come back. I took Des Bryant 2 years ago, and it looked like it was almost going to work out. He wound up signing with the Saints. It was the last round of my draft, and he wound up tearing his Achilles. Ugh, that sucked. Never know, Ryan. Sam could really make chicken salad out of chicken shit this year. Oh, man. I hope so. This offense will surprise some people, says Steven. There goes Mims. Oh, see, that's a good thing. Charlie, you're a good man. Saints defense goes. Vikings defense goes. Kicker goes. Oh, Lagana taking Ayuk. All right. My last two picks. Who do I want? I guess I got to take a kicker. Boswell. I'm going to take Gold. I've always liked him. And I feel like I should just go with like a running back or a wide receiver that's kind of like, I want to say out of left field, but Young Hoku. That's like the greatest name in all of sports. Joshua Kelly. Is that what you guys are thinking? The fourth enables draft 5'11". Ba 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 ba. Sultan Horano sneaks into rookie season fantasy value. It's Jackson. Take a late flyer. All right. You thinking that? Let's roll with it. I can roll with that. I got nothing better at this point. YOLO. All right. We are fully drafted. So let's look at this team. Let's see if I can how does this work? If I go like that, and then I come up like that, we'll stretch it out. All right, so that's my fantasy team for the year. I got Rodgers, Mixon, Connor, Adams, Ridley, Waller, Landry, Bears D, Robbie Gold kicker. Then on the bench, I got Ruggs, Perriman, Tate, Ozigbo, Big Ben, Jazicki, and Kelly. Don't know how I feel about it. It's been real. All right, our fantasy draft is over. Who's Mr. Irrelevant? Let's see who Mr. Irrelevant's going to be. Jack Doyle, one more pick. Who is that pick? I hope it's Nathan Peterman. That's always a great last pick. In the merch store, when will there be more Take Flight face masks available? There's definitely Take Flight face masks available. The reason I took them off the store is because they were taking really long to ship. Like, I ordered mine at the very beginning of quarantine, and they didn't ship for like 2.5 months. And I had a bunch of people getting mad at me. And I was just like, I'm sorry. These are shipping from Latvia because all the distribution routes for the U.S. were shut down. I was like, oh, man. So I just removed them. So I wound up saying they were sold out. They're actually not. But, yeah, I could do that. If you guys want the Take Flight face masks back. The only thing is that sucks is, my buddy Mike, the Raiders fan, he says, Ruggs. Yeah, I got my Ruggs in there. Yeah, the Take Flight face masks I like a lot, but they're so much cheaper. You could get some really good face masks for like $4 for like $6. Whoever owns like those actual like really cheap ones, anything I do is customized, so it's going through a third party, so everything's a little bit more. So I did those Take Flight face masks at cost. Like, I pay $12 and something cents to get that face mask made with the Take Flight on it, and then it's just shipping, I think. So what sucked is I actually sold the first few for under I actually paid people to take those face masks originally because I did my math wrong. Yeah. Yeah, the merch store doesn't do a whole lot in terms of like revenue. It's more of like a, hey, I want you guys to have fun with it. That's why all the shirts are like $19 for the most part. Anything that costs a little bit more to make, then I kind of put it up a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. Ed says he got a Jet skeleton face mask. That's awesome. It was probably a lot cheaper too. That's the thing that sucks. Like Amazon's got a lot of really cheap stuff. I don't know. All right, guys. It's been real. I apologize I did not do phone calls tonight. We'll do phone calls tomorrow with the Talking Jets crew. Make sure you tune in for that. I was gonna do a giveaway. Let's do the giveaway tomorrow, when I actually have more time to kind of push it, and we'll do it with Green Bean and Matt. So any of you guys that wound up getting the answer that was in the Jets Discord, you guys, it'll just roll over into tomorrow, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So I'm still giving away something, just not doing it today. I completely forgot about the draft. Otherwise, I would have done it. All right, guys. It's been real. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. This is Jets Talk, signing off. Jets.